We don't plan our week only for success in trading. We plan our week for success in life. I was not sure if I would do a video today, but since it's all about consistency and I want you guys to be more consistent, I'm gonna lead by example. Let's get started with that. Not even done 50 meters and I always have tuk-tuk drivers asking me to take a ride and stuff, so much more than Nampan. Incredible. I can't believe how many tuk-tuk are here. I need to go get the visa for a country I want to visit next, and apparently it's quite easy to get it here as long as you have the money and you're willing to pay for it. But now I have to go back and pick up that thing that I need and go back to find the place for the visa. Right now walking to that travel agency is like the last thing I want to do, really, with all the tuk-tuk drivers here, everything. It's hot outside, it's humid, I'm sweating as hell. But I made a commitment to walk and stay healthy, so I'm gonna walk, and that's gonna be the only option. See, when you adopt these kind of rules for yourself and you respect them, you create something powerful. We call this a habit. And the more you do this in one field, the same thing gonna apply to other fields. If I walk when I say I'm gonna walk, I'm more likely to review my trades when I say I'm gonna review my trades. And that's where all the power lies. Right behind is a pretty popular street, which I didn't know was that close to my hotel, called Pub Street. That's where all the bars and clubs are at night, so when I come back, I don't know. That's one of these places you see in like all videos of Siem Reap, so. Looks like Yande is doing some marketing here. Pretty noisy. I think I got lost. It's really confusing here, the street. There's no name anywhere, so kind of hard. I'll try to see. Thank you. I decided it was better to let the heat pass a little bit, and now it's much better, a big difference. So I'm gonna keep walking in that direction. I think I really got lost last time, but I have to go back on my steps and turn at the right street, which are hard to find because they're not identified with the English letters. That's gonna be tough. Big challenge, but I love challenges, so let's go. Finally found it, and I definitely walked too far last time. Really far.
Only 1 month?
Yeah, only
You
one.
stay there 1 month?
Yeah.
So your visa, it will be finished. The valid visa come from 30 days. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow.
Turns out I didn't need all the stuff I brought. It's like a picture and stuff and everything. I was so packed, fully equipped. But they only asked for the passport and the money, so that's done. I'll come back, pick up the visa tomorrow with my passport. Now we have the evening kind of free, except I have to plan my week. This is, check out the intersection. And on the other side, it's really cool. There's a nice river. I don't know if it's a lake, river, whatever. Beautiful. Check it out. Well, maybe I spoke a little bit too fast. It's not the type of river you would like to live in front of or have in your backyard, but it's still a river. So it still counts as a natural thing that you want to admire. But yeah, it's not the best thing ever. I agree. So now I'm gonna go back by walk, and I want to tell you guys about kind of a system on how to plan your trading week and how to make sure that you show up at your best. It's something I haven't shared before because I thought it was not complete yet, but this is general for like everything. But I'll try to apply it as much as possible to trading and to your trading. Picked up some pineapples on the way back. So here's what you guys must understand. We don't plan our week only for success in trading. We plan our week for success in life and in everything around. So the way I plan my week is I look at pretty much everything I'm doing. That includes trading, so I might have some things that I'll be working on trading wise for the week, and some things that I'll be working on other than trading for the week. If you have a 9-to-5 job, that's going to be the other thing you want to put into it, into your plan. Now I use a template. This is provided by the paid mastermind group that I'm part of, and it's really useful. What I want to do is I want to share these things, but apply to trading, because people in different industries will apply the things differently. And this is how I've been planning my week for the past almost 3 years, and I've seen some big success with it, both in business and in trading. So let's get to that right away. So when it comes to the planning, here's what you're gonna need. First of all, some sort of paper, some sort of sheet where you can write things down. I have this template, but you don't need the template. For a long time I've been doing all of this in my journal. And the second thing, which I just mentioned, some sort of journal. Now I would add to that, and this is very important, a calendar, where you're gonna be able to write down when you're gonna do whatever tasks or things you plan to do for the week. I personally use Google Calendar, and it's really simple. I think it's still the best option, but use whatever you want to use, and that should work pretty fine. Now, first things first, is you want to go back on the past week. What have you done the past week? What have you done well? If there's things you didn't do well, don't focus on those things. Like, don't say, well, I've been bad at this, didn't take my stop loss, I blew up my account, I did this, and you want to be focused more on the positive, because the positive will propel you. The negative will just tell you ways to improve, but you cannot correct everything at once. That's for sure. So you want to focus on the positive first. I usually try to write down 6 wins from the past week, and this is what's in the template. So 6 things that I did well the past week, or 6 good things that happened. I'll note them down at the top of a page, and then I will track whatever I want to track. There are things that I track in regards to my trading, like the days where I do my daily review, or whether I put my trades in my journal right after entering them, or the times that I look at the chart during the day. Those I track. So I'm going to keep a score every single week, and I'll put the score there for the past week. So let's say I looked at the market 3 times out of 5. I'll put 3 out of 5. This is my score for the week. That's going to be 60%. And I'll try to do it better next week. But we'll get to that later on. You can write a small paragraph of how the week went, what went well, what didn't go well, and kind of what happened a little bit if you want to write it down. I tend to do this sometimes, having kind of a reflection on the past week. Here are some really good questions from the template. What did you get done last week and complete? What went well and what didn't? Where did you waste time? This is a big one, because I used to waste a lot of time on different things, and I don't waste it anymore, because I know what I waste time on, and then I can try to put things in place to not waste too much time. So really important to just be aware first. When were you at your best? There's gonna be time where you work and like you're really in the zone, you're at your best and everything goes super well, and sometimes where you're not at your best. So I used to always want to work in an airport. I would have a flight, I would have 3 hours to like spare time, and I would try to work, but nothing would get done. I would just like waste time trying to do things and not work out anything. So I decided to stop working when I'm in an airport and just focus on like growth or reading or listening to audiobooks, and that works much better for me. What are you grateful for? That's another good question, because as I said, there are things that go not well, but we need to focus on the positive, and that is going to lead to much better reward in any area of your life. Now next part is going to be to write the things that you're committed to doing in the upcoming week, and I try to put not more than like 3 or 4, because I don't want to be overwhelmed and you don't get anything done. So you want to keep it simple, but have some things that you want to make sure that you complete. And that could be at your job, in your business, in whatever thing that you do. And ensure that you're committed to complete them. Because if you're only like half sold on the things you want to complete, you don't want to complete them. It's going to be a waste of time. You're going to procrastinate and be sure of what to do and everything, and it's going to be a mess. So you want to be very clear. And those can be especially good like things to improve your trading. I used to have this like 2 weeks ago. I'm going to backtest this and this strategy, or I'll tweak this and this strategy. Those are things that you have to complete, and you have to schedule them in a week. If not, they're going to be just not getting done forever, and that's not what you want. Okay, so things you want to complete, 3 to 4, and you put them on your calendar as much as possible. The next part is kind of what's going to keep you going. You cannot be in a state of work all the time and expect that you're going to get good results and become super profitable in trading or a millionaire. That's not going to happen. Every single week, and if possible every day, you need to have things that keep you excited, things that you want to experience. I try to put like 4 per week of things that excites me, and those could be very broad, like some sort of a trip you take, some sort of activity you do in family, some sort of experience you know you're gonna get results of something. But you want to have these small things every week that you are excited to achieve or excited to experience, and those will keep you going. Because the time when you feel kind of a little bit bad and you're not sure what's gonna happen, you don't get the result you want, those are things that will keep you going. Like you have these exciting things. And even though they're not like big travels and helicopter rides and they're still interesting. And there are plenty of things you can do to keep you excited. So find the one that works for you and make sure to schedule every single week as well. Then, a very important part. top income producing activities. What are the activities that produce income for you? And that's important, because if you do like the things you're committed to and exciting things, it's great, but you won't have any income, right? Income's gonna not fall from the sky. Make sure that you schedule and you do things that produce income. If you have a 9-to-5 job right now, that's gonna be an income producing activity, probably the top one. If scheduling time to review the chart is gonna produce you income, then that's gonna be an income producing activity that you wanna schedule. And those are things that you cannot miss, because if you miss them, no income. And you wanna be very careful with that, it's gonna be a problem. If you work in sales, it's gonna be sales call. You have to figure out exactly what this is for you, but there's income producing activities for everyone here. And everyone has to put these on their calendar every single week. So I usually have like 3. And that includes trading for me and business, of course. There are 2 last parts to cover. Let me get some dinner because it's already 6, and we'll cover that over there. The restaurants are so empty tonight, it's incredible. Like, you have like all these employees trying to get you inside, but no one inside, which is funny. No one to eat there, so I don't know what's happening. I don't know if we go further, if there's gonna be more people. I'll try to go see. Now I moved to a bigger street near Pub Street. A lot more going on here. It's pretty incredible. Motorbike everywhere, cars everywhere, tourists everywhere, of course. Check it out. Definitely a lot more going on here on Pub Street. This is a crazy street. It's really, really cool. I should be able to come back here another time to check out everything, but now back to the serious stuff. Okay, so the last 2 parts are probably going to be what's going to make the biggest difference between you achieving some things and achieving big things. And that is why every single week you want to have, first of all, your non-negotiables, things that you have to do absolutely, some habits, and you try to do them every week. I personally like put, let's say, 3 things that are non-negotiable for me that I want to do, some habits, and then I'll rank myself at the end of the week on how I performed on those. So I'll give myself, say, a 5 out of 7 if I did 5 out of 7 habits or days, for example. And that's how I progress with that. The very last part is going to be people to reach out to. Who are you going to reach out to that could help you bring you forward toward your goal? Before starting to plan like this every week, I didn't think about people to reach out to. Those things need to be planned so that you can reach out to more people. And you will see that the more people you reach out to and you learn from, the better your chance of success. Because there's always something you can learn from everyone. And you want to be able to apply this to whatever business or trading you're working on right now, and be able to get ahead further. So that's really important to figure out who do you need to reach out to this week. Could be just an email you send or a phone call with some people that can help you move forward. Could be a new connection or someone you've connected with before. But just make sure you do it. You send that email, you do that phone call, and you end up moving faster toward your goals. And we talked about goal setting before, so I won't go back to the topic. You guys know how that works. So there you go, guys, you have it. Those are the parts to plan your week for success week after week. I hope you liked it. And I'm gonna go get some sleep right now because tomorrow morning I have a lot going on and I have to pick up the visa and stuff. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Ciao.